Good morning, brothers. I'm sending you this video after I assume that most or all of you have gone through Oracle today as you come here for the leader body. So it's Saturday morning, 7:15. Sun's coming up. Hasn't broken through the trees in front of you yet. So this is how I do my Oracle process. Typically the sun will just start peeking above the trees and I get to look at the sun. So I don't today, and that's okay. So I'm going to invite you to go through an Oracle process, which is a morning practice, which is a Tai Chi type formation. You can do anything in amending what I suggest, or you can do exactly what I suggest. You can do it sitting down. You can do it in many different ways. So I'll lead you through now the process. It's going to be about a 15 to 20 minute process. So I'll invite you to start at any quadrant. I attempt to remove some of the labels of the quadrants and change them. And I'll show you what that means as we go through. So take your right hand and put it on your chest, your heart. Left hand below your navel on your dantian. This is the part of you that the dantian is your power source. For feminine beings, female beings, it's their womb. So turn and face the east. The sun is just coming up. Take a deep breath with me. Hold it in, and let it out slowly. So this time when you take a deep breath, stick your tongue out and open your mouth as wide as you can and stretch your face. Ready? Breathe in deeply, hold the breath, stretch. Eyes bulging out. Jaw. We're turning on all the muscles of our face. Perhaps I might, in this moment, I might do a cold plunge. I might stick my face in water. I might hit my face. I might hit my body. Turn my body on. Go ahead and hit your body all around. Slap your body. Turn the body on. That's step one of Oracle. Turn your body connection on. Many times my body's not on, so this is a way to turn it on to make sure that I'm ready for the day. I think this is one of the reasons we do the cold showers, to turn our body on, shake ourselves up, wake myself up. Yeah, so as I turn and face the east with my hand on my heart, hand on my dantian, left hand, know that whatever I suggest, you can do it. The only suggestion is to keep moving with some kind of movement. I am now going back and forth. I'm going to go in front of the camera so you can see what I do, and you may follow what I do and you may not. So I'm going to make the recording a little bit less focused. There we go. Whew. So let's do some continued deep breathing as we just go side to side and begin to move into the practice. Deep breathing in. Hold it. Deep breathing out. Right foot forward, left foot back, arms down to your side. Deep breath in. Hold it. Long as you can. Deep breath out. Bring both arms in front of you as if you're holding a medicine ball to welcome the energy of your lover, the connection to yourself. Not only are we inviting the energy of the East, I'm taking the energy of the East, and I welcome you to take the energy in of the lover, the love of yourself, the love of myself, loving myself. I don't just masturbate. I don't just jerk off. I make love to myself. I connect to myself, all parts of me. I love all these parts of me, even the parts that are getting in the way, that are hurting my performance, hurting who I am, and I love them all. Welcome the connection as we see the sun kind of coming through that one tree right now. Perhaps your eyes are closed, or perhaps you're just softly gazing and moving the left hand around like I'm going to hold the sun in my hand in a minute, twisting my body slowly today, what is the lover telling me? What is my balanced lover telling me? I'll go silent. What is your balanced lover telling you? Right hand around. Hold the sun. Twist. This is a pandiculation, like a cat. So as we lean forward, now what I'm inviting you to do is lean extra far forward, extra forward, extra forward, almost uncomfortably forward. How many times are you so far in that you're worried about other people? This is me when I'm worried about other people, what they think. I'm leaning out there, waiting for them, waiting for their opinion, waiting for their approval. Do you ever do that? Do you ever wait for approval in this quadrant of connection? So lean back now. Lean back. And lean back onto the back foot. You find yourself saying so far in that you're not connected to yourself and others. So the pandiculation is slow movements, and now the balance of the connection. So here's where I'll bring in my right arms, and I'll begin twisting my body slowly, bringing in that lover connection into myself. Bring all the other quadrants around, whatever the quadrants are for you. We'll continue with the same quadrants that we use in the Mankind Project, both hands up. Going silent now, what is your balanced lover telling you today about you? What does your balanced lover want? Claim, activating. When we pandiculate, we involve the body. Keep breathing. By breathing deeply and holding the breath in, now we're going to breathe it in with force and then let it out with force. Ready? Breathe in with force. Hold it. And let it out with force. Yeah. We're activating the vagus nerve, which puts us in parasympathetic nervous activity, getting out of fight or flight, just allowing the calmness of this connection to ourselves. As we're getting ready here now to leave the east, we're going to now twist our body and turn towards the south. You're welcome to stay towards the east and face, or you're welcome to turn as I am and going to go towards the south. Now notice my body is twisted. Many times my warrior is twisted. And now I'm going to balance myself. Sometimes I try to put myself in pretzels, do more than I can do. Sometimes I'm too into doing. And all this extra effort, just like efforting right now, is just not worth it. So let's bring our body to look squarely at the warrior. Both hands side by side as if to hold a medicine ball. Butt tucked in, knees bent, shoulder width apart. Take a deep breath with me. Hold it. What does your balanced warrior say to you? The part of the warrior that I would reference here is the part that protects who? That protects me. So many times I'm action in the world. So many times I'm protecting my family and others, but I forget to protect what's most important, which is me. So brothers, take your hand and put it on your heart and back on your dantian and feel what it feels like to protect you. Breathe into what your warrior is telling you would protect you. I'm going to think about what protects me from the warrior connection. Looking around. Left foot forward. Doesn't matter what foot, doesn't matter what movement you do. My back hurts, so I'm just kind of going a certain way to protect my hip. You can do any movement. Put both hands in front of you. The balanced connection to myself, the balanced protection of myself and others. Take a deep breath. There's nothing to do, nothing to change. So the oracle process that you may remember from the iGroup meeting not iGroup, but the leader body meeting, after the leader body meeting is this. Number 1, turn your body on, make an intention. Number 2, take a deep breath. Continue deep breaths to turn on the vagus nerve to activate the vagus nerve and activate parasympathetic nervous activity. Step 3 is as you breathe, now we're going to bring the lever, swoosh the lever in, bring it into the warrior quadrant and ask, what is it that I want to merge into? What is it that I want to feel at the end of this process? I want to feel, here we go. I did this yesterday. You'll know more about this later. Let go. I let go. So my action step is I let go. Yes. In the warrior quadrant, when I lean into how I'm going to feel, which is the lover quadrant, bringing into the warrior. When I protect myself, I bring the lover into the warrior, and I bring both feet up now because my back's hurting, butt tucked in. This is the grounding cord. We're going to now take the grounding cord and go all the way down into the earth. Butt tucked in, knees shoulder width apart, hands out like a medicine ball. Send your energy down into the center of the earth. That protection of yourself and others, of being and doing, not just doing. What is your warrior telling you you need, you want, you feel? I'll go silent now for a minute. I'm going to continue the movement. Feel free to think about your warrior integrated with your lover. My lover and my warrior integrated beautifully. And now I'm twisting towards the magician, bringing all of my knowledge and my feeling of the lover with me, bringing the warrior with me, and now I'm facing directly the magician. Take a deep breath. Yes, it's about options. Yes, it's about transformation. Yes, it's about going in. But what if I told you that in this process of Oracle, there's nothing to do? You're already there. I'm already there. The steps in Oracle number 1 are make a decision and intention. Number 2, turn the body on. Number 3, take a deep breath. Activate the vagus nerve. Number 4, do an inquiry, which is what we're doing now. We're doing an inquiry to merge with this new way. It's melding. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do something that you may remember. I'm going to look closely at you in the camera. You're looking at me, whoever you are. Yes, we can do it to where all of you are looking at me right in the eyes. The only thing that's separating us is time. I'm making this at 7 in the morning. You're watching this when you watch it. You may be watching it more than once. I'm looking at all of you in the eye, all of who I suspect are going to be here. Looking at you. You're looking at me. Connect with me. Connect deeply with me. Connect deeply as you look into the lens of your camera if you're doing this, or if you're looking in the mirror, if you're looking in the sun. Look into my eyes. Look into the eyes of one of the other men. Look deeply, deeper than you've ever looked before, into the introspection. Yes, there's options, but in this moment, there's no option. There's nothing to do. Breathe. I got you. Say that to yourself, I got you. Step 1, turn the body on. Step 2, breathe deeply. Step 3, merge with the new. We call it melding. If you're in facilitation, you can meld with the participant. The other night I was in I group and a man was having a hard time getting to his accessing his core. And I just stared in his eyes and said a couple words and boom, he was there. I'm looking at you and you're looking at me. We're melding. We're unmerging now. So what we're going to do is we're going to unmerge. We're going to go back into our Tai Chi formation. So now I'll put my foot forward again. So the process for me is about a grounding. It's about each day I take a look inside. I feel my body, turn my body on. I think about each of the quadrants and I bring them into this practice as I meld with who I want to be. And in this particular case, you'll know more about what this is, hopefully, when you leave here. Let go, let go, let go, let go. I want to let go. I do let go. I've got a thing. By the way, I've got a thing. I've got a thing every day. I've got a thing that I'm wondering about. And I asked you each to bring something to Oracle. And each day you have something. You get tweaked about something. But you know what's really cool about this process is it doesn't matter. I'm going to go behind the camera now just to give you something to look at as you look in the beautiful sun starting to come up even more. It doesn't matter about the thing. In shadow work, we're focused on the thing, working on the thing. I believe continued focus on shadow brings more shadow. There's nothing to work on. I'm already whole and complete. I've always been. When I focus on already being whole and complete in the thing, what about that thing, Dave? What about that thing? I know. Let's all take and put that thing either into a beanbag and throw it into the middle of the room, or let's do something even kind of fun. Look up to 11 o'clock with me and take this thing that maybe you brought to this process today, maybe the thing that's bothering you from yesterday, maybe the thing that you're trying to resolve, put it into a bubble and put it up above you into a big bubble, like a huge 3 or 4 foot bubble, and let's breathe and blow the bubble up in the air. Yes. See the bubble going far away, up into the sky. Let's do one more blow, because yes, we're continuing to breathe and we're blowing away that thing so that we can get back to what's most important. The next step of the process is to determine home. Here I come in front of the camera. Home is this place in the chest, this place in the dantian, looking in the camera. Look at me as I look at you. Home for me is this place that I feel grounded. What does it feel like to you? Answer. It feels like ease. What does it feel like to you? Answer out loud. It feels like peace. What does it feel like to you? Less words. Home. You? Feels like God. You? It feels like I'm good enough. I've always been good enough. My body relaxes. Hopefully I've told you the story about yes. If I haven't told you the story, it's life-changing. Yes. Say yes. Take a deep breath and say yes to this new way. I say yes to you. I say yes to activating this new you, brother. It's just an activation. You've always had this. So let's go back into our Tai Chi formation and review. We're reviewing over and over. Step 1 is turn the body on. Step 2 is take a deep breath and start breathing. Step 3 is meld with the new. If I'm facilitating, I'll be melding with you. This will make more sense after the process is done. Number 4, unmerge. So here's that bubble. It's coming back down. That thing is starting to come into my memory. Oh my gosh, that thing is still bothering me. It's about, it doesn't matter. It's about you, but you don't understand, everybody. I want to tell you about what it is. Yes, I get it. We always want to talk about the thing, but it doesn't matter. So let's blow it up, up there at 11 o'clock. Because we give ourselves just room enough to do this and come home and characterize home. In shadow work, we characterize the thing. We're characterizing home. Let's do it again. I find it's my chest opening. I feel it as an opening chest. What does it feel like to you? I take a deep breath and it feels pleasurable. What does it feel to you? I feel equanimity. You? I feel love. So what is Oracle? Oracle is the accessing of the divine in my body, in a place that I call home, where I access my God, my divine. And I do it not through the old-fashioned shadow work, although I do shadow work. Oracle is a graduation past shadow work, because I don't have to always do shadow work. Shadow work is focusing on the thing. It's like a dog chewing on a bone. My dog chews on the bone over and over and over and over and over and over until all of a sudden he does it and he drops it and he puts it in a pile. I have a dog bone pile. It's the bone pile. How often are you going to work on your shadow? My judgment is, for me, almost all of the triggers I have are done within minutes. The big ones in an hour, the big ones within the next day. I don't need to do process on the thing. It's like chewing the bone. As a matter of fact, one more time, breathe up into 11 o'clock with me. I'm looking up at a beautiful sky with clouds going really slowly, and I can see through the sky and I can see the moon. I'm going to turn the camera up to the moon. I don't know if this is going to work. I want you to see what I see. Yeah. And look at that beautiful moon. Do you see? Let's see if we see the moon. There it is. See the moon? Look at it with me. We're all looking at this moon together. However many of us there are, we're all looking together. So let's go back to our form. The sun's coming through the trees. Oracle is a process to access the divine within me. It's done with the contemplation and the awareness that I'm already whole and complete, and I always have been. It's a way to access my body. Take a look inside each of the quadrants. I know that we didn't finish all the quadrants. Let's go. And now just finish. I don't need to, just because it's time. I stop at one of the quadrants. I stop at one of the energies. Sometimes I stop. It's just a good way to look inside. So doing the archetypal wheel is a way to look inside. And we didn't have to finish, but let's go ahead and finish for this process in the sovereign. I'm going to stand in the sovereign and look south and feel myself in my sovereign, looking south, accepting my life the way I've created it. Everything in my life is the way I've created it. And I can create something new. I teach other people the way I want to be. And as I look through my life now, I lean into this new way. Lean into this new way, this process of leaning into life. Looking above, feeling above, my connection to my creator. I call God. What do you call your creator if you do? I feel very connected to my creator when I do this process because I'm accessing the divine in me. Let's take one more deep breath as you access your divine within you. Yeah. Breathing activates some vagus nerve, parasympathetic nervous activity. Now I'm checking down below, not only into Mother Nature, but what about the feminine? What about not just the feminine, the women in our lives? What about my feminine? How balanced are you to your masculine and feminine balance? So the archetypal wheel in the Tai Chi process is just a way to gather information about each of the quadrants. Moving the body gives the body a chance to pendiculate. Pendiculation, moving the body, stretching, along with deep breathing, along with melding with the other, looking in the eyes, along with unmerging. When I do all of that and take a deep breath, I create something that's powerful, just like at the end of Guts. I'm going to come back around to the front of the camera. At the end of Guts, when we invite the man to anchor it, I think that's great. This is anchoring it, I think, times 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Now that we've opened up the portal, take a deep breath, hand on your chest, hand on your dantian. I'm going to close my eyes. You can keep them open or close them. I've activated something here today. Let go. What did you activate, if anything? Taking a deep breath, knowing that I'm whole and complete. I always have been. The thing that's been blowing the bubble up above, it's going to come back. As a matter of fact, let's just say that that thing is coming back and we're going to deal with it in about 1 minute to close the session. Do you think that if you were grounded home, that thing might look different? It does. That thing that I have been carrying, there's nothing for me to do. If you were to say, hey Dave, what was that thing? I'll tell you, but it doesn't matter. When a participant's doing a shadow work process, we focus on the thing. Oracle is graduating from the over-focus, I believe, on shadow work. It's not bad. Shadow work got us all here. And sometimes I do shadow work. However, 9 out of 10 times when I come home using this Oracle process, I don't need to do shadow work. As a matter of fact, of all the people that have done Oracle, about half, when they're done, say, I don't even remember what I was upset about. So take a deep breath. I'm going to review Oracle one more time. Take a deep breath, make a decision, turn on the body. Take a deep breath, vagus nerve. Breathe, 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 breathe. Meld with the new. As a matter of fact, when you leave Mother Bear Sanctuary, you might have noticed the sign that said, what would happen if you turn right? What if you turned right? What I mean by that is most everybody turns left to go to the main road, but what if you turned right? What if you left Mother Bear? What if you left every conversation turning right into some new way of being? Oracle is about claiming a new way of being. I initiate myself. Every time I go through a trial, I can do shadow work, which is helpful, or 9 times out of 10, I can just come home, turn your body on, breathe, merge, unmerge from the thing, meld with the other, meld with who you are, feel it in the body, now activate it. What are you activating from this process? Claim something for yourself. I am what? I'm free. I'm free. I let go. When I do an affirmation, it's not thinking about something in the future and pretending that I'm already there. It's actually being there. It's in the body. Trauma recovery is in the body. It's somatic. All of this creates a somatic anchor that has a spot. Let go feels like something, like the story of yes. I let go. Thank you for allowing me to share with you Oracle. I hope that it provides for you some clarity. I hope it provides groundedness. I hope it takes you home. I hope it's your access to your divine. I hope that you use it along with all the other tools that you used. It's not an either or. It's not taking place of anything. It's not replacing anything. It's just another tool in your toolbox. I do Oracle every morning, sometimes long and described like this, and I make a video and I post it up to YouTube. What is Oracle? This is Oracle. In closing, I'm imagining each of you looking into my eyes. I'm imagining you watching this video as a recap. I'm imagining sending you the audio that you'll hear today, that you might remember this day. I'm imagining you melding with others through the eyes in a deep way. I'm imagining each of you finding a new way to access your divine. I never was a religious person, spiritual person, until I realized that the God within me is accessible right from my breath. Bless you. Bless you. I love you. And I love me even more. I see you.